Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Slide for the PAT. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 45 on second down, Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
The Giants were able to trade back with Chicago and still land speedster Kadarius Toney with a 20th overall pick. This young flash out of Florida should help the Giants offense.
Touchdown! Darius Slayton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Next is Washington 14, Giants 7. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver one for the Washington football team.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Toney. Touchdown Giants. Kadarius Toney with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tay Crowder able to make the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Again, it's Wentz. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
52 is the mic right here.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jones operating from the gun. Check down to Breida. Touchdown! Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
That'll be complete to Breida. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Jones hit and the ball's out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now Jones on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Wentz now on first down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And here's a give to Gibson.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Wentz now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Wentz going to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when I wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, here's Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Watch the run. Check 48's the Mike.
On first down, Jones. Flush to his right. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the...
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Colin Johnson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 77 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give to Gibson running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the